What up, YouTube, man? It's your boy Rob back, man, with another reaction. You got cops say Young Thug snitched on a murder. How Young Thug and YSL may all be set free. I ain't gonna I seen this, bro. This shit caught my eye. Like, what? Hold on, what's going on?
Yo,
Cause I know that boy, y'all doing all that by gunning. I imagine if Young Thug snitched, bro, that'd be the crazy shit ever. But I hope it's not true. I don't know what's going on.
K47, voice of the streets, man. Everybody make sure y'all hit that like button right now. Tap that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. We like 200 away from 172,000. Get me there and share this video. So this gonna be a two-part video, both dealing with Young Thug.
Alright, we back.
If you don't want to hear the mess with the alleged Young Thug gave information about a murder, you can skip to the 8-minute mark. The 8-minute mark is where I will begin to talk about the RICO trial getting dismissed. If you want to hear about both, then let's get started. Follow me on Instagram at KingAK47_. The link will also be pinned in the comment section, and donate to the channel.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Cash App will be pinned in the comment section. So I want to get this straight, right?
Okay, that's crazy.
So Young Thug lawyers are filing for a motion to not allow a detective to bring up paperwork along with his testimony on Young Thug at a young age giving up information about a murder in the back of a police cruiser. Now, it bothers me because I'm listening to Thug lawyers, and they're basically saying, no, we're not going to let him. My client was young at the time. What he's saying is false. Basically, the lawyers don't know that. The lawyers can only ask Thug, is this true or false? Thug tells them it's false, and then they come out on the behalf of Thug, and they announce that the accusations are false.
Yeah.
Now, let me repeat myself. I'm not saying Young Thug told on anybody. I'm not saying Young Thug gave any information up. What I'm simply...
This title crazy, though. Even though you said cops say, you know how the internet, I mean, niggas gonna take it.
Blogging on is what the lawyer, Young Thug defense, brought this to the light. Alright? Y'all ain't setting that shit me, man. I see how y'all did, bro. That's wrong. Listen.
I don't know what happened.
Then they go on to say, we're fighting tooth and nail to get the paperwork basically sealed. What you mean you fighting tooth and nail to get the paperwork sealed? Well, come on, man. All right, look, man. I'm not giving the benefit of doubt here. We don't give nobody the benefit of doubt. Everybody and their mama has denied paperwork and denied that they gave up information. And then guess what it comes out to be? That they end up did give up some information. Now, 9 times out of 10, it be when they're young. What they accusing Thug of doing when he's young, giving up information. So what I'm saying is this, bruh. Just because it's Young Thug, which I like Young Thug music, I don't agree with half the things he do as a person. I don't agree with calling men bae. I don't care what the circumstances is.
That shit was so long ago. That shit be crazy because I remember all of that, bro. Like the dress, all type of shit. But that's around that time. That was when he was my favorite rapper too, though. 2015, 2016, one of them years. That was when he was my favorite rapper.
I don't agree with wearing dresses.
My favorite song, well, not my favorite. One of my favorites was Chet.
I don't agree with that flamboyant. I don't agree with 90% of what Young Thug does. I don't know Young Thug, but what I can say is I like his music. Not his last album. To me, that album is trash. But I like Young Thug music. I know a lot of Young Thug songs by heart, and I faithfully listen to Slime Season still. 1, 2, and 3.
Ain't that the Yep. That's the same
I
shit
want to know what the detective got to say now. Period, man.
After that, though,
ain't nobody else able to
just kept
seal their paperwork. Like, come on, bro. What y'all fighting harder to? If the accusations is false, and they said it has nothing to do with the RICO case, then why don't you allow that man to make a fool of himself and testify, bring his testimony, and let's see that paperwork and what he has to say about it, bro. If y'all don't care, what's this fighting tooth and nail? If it's allowed, why are you fighting tooth and nail to seal the paperwork?
That makes sense.
Now, once again, I'm not saying he told her nothing, but I am curious to what the detective is talking about, man. Because
He's mad.
we ain't give Thug a check. Thug was on Crime Stoppers at a young age.
What?
We killed him for it.
You
Yeah,
mean
Gotti
Gunny?
told
I mean
on
Gunna?
the Duke situation,
Gunny.
knelt him for it. Pop Hunter, knelt him for it. Boston Richie, knelt him for it. Every single one of these dudes, none of what their accusations are was recent, except for 6ix9ine and a bunch of outliers. But
Yeah.
for the most part, we bring up these dudes past, we able to find the paperwork, we able to find the information to bring out to y'all to show the world these dudes have cooperated. Now y'all fighting tooth and nail to prevent the public to see if this dude gave up information or not. What is this? And then y'all, this would
That should
kill
be
me
so
about.
crazy. It's like when you hit a certain status or something, you can really keep them from, like, keep the paperwork from getting out. Compared to like a nigga that ain't that big, they automatically put your shit out. I think. How the hell can you just be like, nah, y'all ain't putting that out, and that really they stand on that? That's crazy.
What is this? And then y'all, this would kill me about y'all. Y'all telling me in my DM, Doug denied it, so it ain't true, bro. Man, all these niggas denied it. Why? Why would a nigga say, yeah, I did? Even if he did do it, we done seen dudes get caught red-handed and still deny. I mean, Gunna right now is denying that what we heard ain't what we heard. Boston Richie, he's denying what we seen ain't what we seen. So why would you expect for Thug or his defense to even say, yeah, it's true? No, they're going to deny it. They're going to say it's not true. They're going to say they're lying. But man, y'all doing a lot for this not to get out though. Y'all doing a lot. And once again, I'm not saying
my boy
Thug.
AK gotta be safe, man. And I'm not saying that in no way in Young Thug defense, but I just feel like he speak on a lot of shit and he exposed a lot. He gotta be careful, bro. He the only one that really do all this.
Anything, but it does raise an eyebrow. Y'all doing a lot to make. Hey, YW Melly, what is defense doing? They try. The phone already got through, but they was trying hard, tooth and nail, not to get that phone in the server. So what's the lawyer work here? I'm not understanding. I don't choose sides. I'm not, even though Thug one of my favorite rappers, it is what it is, bruh. I would like to hear what that detective got to say, and I would like to read that paperwork that they're saying they're fighting tooth and nail to get sealed, bruh. Period.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I feel you.
We gotta keep it fair, bruh. We gotta keep it fair. Now, once again, man, I repeat, I'm not saying Thug did anything. All I'm saying is I would so like to know, man. Period. Because it seemed like a lot of these rappers, Big Bad Thug, he might not be as big and bad and Mr. Police. And I'm telling you just like this. If any inkling of this come out to be true, I would never blog on YSL again. I would never speak on it because it ain't just YSL. Gunna, though. It'll be the whole YSL. Remember, Thug had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in his cap rap before the RICO even came. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7+ people take plea deals and start admitting the crimes and gang affiliation after the RICO. So them before the RICO, after the RICO. So we'll just have to monitor that. But something weird is transpiring as well. So they're fighting that in the fact that the RICO case doesn't get dismissed. Why? Well, we at the 8-minute mark now. Young Thug lawyers are basically, Brian Steele, Young Thug lawyer and his team, they're trying to get the whole RICO case throughout. You know why? Because they said a lot of them charges that Young Thug getting hit with are more than 5 years old. And if they're more than 5 years old, legally, they can't be brought up in a RICO case. And since it basically passed the statute of limitations, basically, a RICO should have never been filed. So what they're trying to do is, they half did it. They filed a motion to get the whole RICO throughout, not just because basically most of the damaging things that they have against Young Thug are from 5 years and older. So without that, you really don't have a RICO case. And not just for Young Thug, y'all. This blew my mind. They trying to get the RICO throughout for all of them, the whole YSL, which leads me to some questions. Let's say the judge do rule, you know what? He right. This is 5 years. This passed the statute of limitations. By law, we cannot continue with this RICO. Thug go free. But what about everybody that took plea deals already? Do the plea deals get rescinded? I mean, I'm really trying to figure out how this works.
It would be crazy if the whole RICO thing get, cancel, whatever. That mean Gunna didn't snitch. That's crazy. That mean Gunna didn't snitch then.
I mean, I'm really trying to figure out how this works. Does Funk? Because the only reason why Funk is in jail is because he got charged with RICO, pleaded out to RICO, signed the suspended commit, which is a suspended sentence saying, if I mess up, I agree to do XXX blah blah amount of time. So
what be going on in these hairs times?
He agreed, messed up, went back before the judge. Right back. The judge sent him to exactly what he, basically suspended, committed for. But if the RICO case get throughout, then y'all technically never should have even. I'm lost. Does his whole thing get rescinded and does Funk get free? Because he only in jail for violating the terms of what he agreed on to the RICO.
Exactly.
So if the RICO get throughout, what are he in jail for? I don't know if they could double back and say, well, he was still on parole and he still got caught with the gun. I don't know if they could refile charges. But what about the other dudes that got plea deals? What does it do? Do they get their plea deals rescinded? Does Gunna get rescinded? Does Duke get rescinded? Does everybody who took a plea deal, do the plea deals just go away and they're fine? And they basically just beat the case? I'm confused here. Does that also mean that Gunna, even though he gave information, well, we don't even technically know that. What we do technically know is that he said yes, ma'am, to having knowledge of crimes. What knowledge of crimes, we don't know. And all this stuff, right?
So I mean,
I'm confused. Like, how does this work? What about the plea deals already? Or will they deny the motion because people done already start taking plea deals and stuff like that? This just seems. Let me tell you all something about this Young Thug case, man. From drugs getting smuggled in to two men seen on the computer screen doing the nasty to the public.
What?
To Young Thug somehow being able to get in this much contact with somebody to do a drug transaction in the courtroom. To mamas getting locked up, COs getting locked up for smuggling drugs for these dudes.
I think,
to Briz and all don't catch me, bro. It's almost like a movie, man. Cop coming up, basically bringing up paperwork and all that. But then why even file for that motion about the cop if you feel like the statute?
Hey man, I think we got the gist of the video. Y'all boy tell me what y'all think about in the comments, man. Hit the like button, hit the sub button, man. I'm out, man. Okay.